Hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Saturday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your side business. Welcome. Good to see you. I'll make this a quick one, short one, since a little later than normal. Yes, it is later. Growing up, I grew up in a Persian family home, right? And it wasn't the easiest thing, back in the day. I don't know, maybe some of you can relate with this. How do I want to say this? Back in the day, it was the different style of parenting or leadership or nurturing, if you would. And these days it's kind of changed, but still it goes on. But the Japanese have a statement or a saying, an ancient saying, if you would, that says, I'm going to translate it. If you scream, I'll listen to the sound of your voice. But if you whisper and speak normally, I'll listen to what you have to say. And that's profound. Here's another way to describe that. It's the rain that makes the fields grow. It's not the thunder. It's not the tsunami that is gonna make the fields grow. So in a sense, it's not really the force, it's not really the loudness, if you would, of what you're trying to say or what point you're trying to get across. It's the way you say it. If it's gentle, if it's more understanding, then it's easier to the recipient, and they are more welcoming of it. Again, it's like this. If you water a plant, you could take one of those guys and just kind of water it gently, or you could just open up a flood of water and just kind of blow out this plant with water. We talked about it the other night, how powerful water can be when it's focused. So it's not the water, it's the pressure of the water that can destroy or actually make the plant grow. I have an incoming call coming in. So it's not really the water, it's the pressure of the water, right? So what I want to share with you is this. If you're talking to people, if you're sharing ideas, if you're training people, hey Jenny, how are you? Welcome. Hopefully, I know you guys are gonna watch the replay. I'm about to wrap it up. But if you're parenting, if you're in a leadership position where you're having a team, or you manage a team, or you work at a place where you lead a team, I'm sorry, you lead a team, you want to keep in mind that, I'll give you this. I'll end up with this. And rightfully so, you were sleeping. It's like 3 hours. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning over there. Sometimes I used to do trainings, okay? I used to train salespeople for loan companies. Now, it's a different environment because you have such a short period of time to train these guys, right? Now, when you get into network marketing, direct sales, some kind of a team-based, that kind of a leadership role, it's a whole different ballgame when you bring somebody to your team and you want to train them. Imagine if you bring somebody to your team and you just open the floodgates of just information, whoosh, just overwhelming to them. Or if you drip little by little by little to them so that it's actually retained, right? So a lot of times you don't want to just come out and just kind of give everything, right? Which reminds me of a story. I'm gonna tell the story. That's a whole other life though. But I feel like I need to tell the story. Are you guys there? What's happening to my phone? Can you still see me? It said disconnected. Jenny, are you there? I think you're there. Am I still live? What's happening? Jenny, if you're on, throw some hearts or say yes or something. I don't know what's going on. It said disconnected. Oh, okay, you're here. Okay, good. It froze. Okay, I don't know what happened. It just went like disconnected. Okay, cool. So there's a preacher that is going around and preaching to strangers, and he, gathers a crowd and talks to them. So he gets to this new town. He sets up this tent, and he goes around. Thank you. That's awesome. So and he goes around, and town and passes out flyers to everybody. He talks about this sermon is going to be amazing on Sunday, and everybody should come. I'm just going to pour out my heart and everything I got into this. So he invites everyone in town. He literally goes door to door, passes out flyers to everybody, right? And then Sunday comes, he gets excited, he gets dressed up, he goes to the tent and he sits and, nobody's showing up. He waits a little bit and nobody's showing up, and he waits a little bit and looks around, and sure enough, there's one person that's coming to join him. So he comes in and he sits down, and, the guy is waiting, and he says, it looks like it's you and I. And the guy says, yeah, it looks that way. Well, the preacher starts talking. The preacher just pours out his heart, right? Well, before then, he asks the guy, he goes, what do you think I should do? He goes, well, I'm no preacher, but if I were a preacher, I would still preach because I got one person in the audience. And he goes, okay. So he gets up there and he starts talking, and he's just pouring out his heart, and he gives one of the best sermons he's ever done, right? And then when he's done, he comes to the guy and he goes, well, what do you think? Like, how was it? Like, he's all excited. He goes, well, what do you think? How was it? And the guy goes, well, I'm no preacher. I'm no preacher. But if I were a preacher, I mean, I would preach, but I wouldn't teach the whole Bible in one day. Meaning, you gotta go step by step. Sometimes it's not the pressure and the loudness, right? It's you got a drip system. You got to give information little by little so it's retained. That's the way to lead and to nourish somebody. Remember, it's the rain that makes the plant grow, not the thunder or tsunami. Hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Sorry it was a little late and I was kind of, my phone and all this stuff. So Anyway, if you feel like this was worthy of sharing, do what you gotta do. Spread the love, tag a couple people, share it on your wall. And with that, I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your side gig. Signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.